What up? This is Chris the Light Skin Legend, aka Chris the Light Skin Raider, and this is my unsportsmanlike talk regarding Shedeur Sanders. Let's get into it, shall we? First of all, before we start, I want to shout out Cam Ward. He went first overall. Nobody is talking about him no more because the Shedeur Sanders story kind of took over. And I think we got to give him credit, man. Like, he was picked number one overall, man. So I'll give him applause. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, let's get into it. All right, Shedeur Sanders, man, he fell to the fifth round, pick 144. And there's been a lot of talk about the owners colluding. Hell, did he even have a first-round talent on him? Some of the evaluators says, nah, he didn't have a first-round talent. Or he's not a first-round talent. And there he goes. He slides to the fifth round. So, got me thinking. Because I support Shedeur Sanders, all right? I'm a fan, right? I think a lot of people don't like his confidence. Some say it's arrogance. I say confidence and swag. But that's a whole nother story. We're going to push that to the side for now. But it does play a role and a factor in this. But we can talk about that later. Listen, I don't think he's a fifth round talent, right? But I'm hearing scouts talk about how, hey, look, the first round, you're looking for a starter. That's your starter round. Like that, you're looking for a starter. I mean, Pro Bowler, starter, whatever you want to call it, but you're definitely looking for a starter. Okay. Now your second round, you might start searching for your needs. All right. And then third to fourth round, that's when you're picking guys to be backups, special teamers. And there's been reports that a lot of people didn't see Shedeur Sanders as a starter, which I'm fine with that. Okay, if that's how you see him, he was not a starter. I get that, and I'm cool with that. His production at Colorado was pretty cool. Me personally, and listen, what do I know? But I had him going in the first round because there were a couple teams that were team needy that needed a quarterback. All right, so let's go into it. Cleveland. All right, we all knew Cleveland needed a quarterback. All right, Pittsburgh needed a quarterback. New Orleans needed a quarterback, and they all passed. Cool, right? I mean, you seen what the Browns did? They got out of that number 2 pick, traded back, ended up picking my guy from Michigan, Graham. But they got a cool little haul. Jacksonville moves up, and they take Hunter. Fine with that. All right, cool. But at the end of the day, we all knew certain teams needed to draft a quarterback. All right. And so another report that's coming out that's saying why Sanders he fell was because he bombed interviews. Okay. And bombing interviews and going into these interviews as if, hey, I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. And if that's the case, and again, I'm a Sanders defender, but if he went into some of these interviews bombing or acting like he was entitled to be picked like number one or in the first round overall, and like, y'all need me, I don't need you all. Okay, that I have a problem with that. That doesn't sit well with me. So one of the interviews, or one of the teams he was interviewing with was the Giants. And they were saying he was unprepared. And let me tell you something. That word unprepared. I've been on a few interviews, okay? And I told myself I am going to freestyle this interview, meaning I didn't prepare. So I went into the interview unprepared. And what did that get me? It didn't get me the job, okay? I didn't get the job. So if these reports are true, listen, man, I have to say it. You're a cool cat, Shedeur. And listen, I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm your fan, brother. But if you went into these interviews unprepared or with that entitlement attitude, Okay, I can't support that, brother. I'm not with that because I'm all for the hard work and all of that. Like, I can get behind that. But that entitlement, I can't get behind, man. So, with that being said, let's get into, I want to play a video of the quarterbacks in last year's draft going through some of those interviews at the combine with the New York Giants head coach, Brian Daboll. And I just wanted to, and if Shedeur went into these interviews and he weren't participating like these other quarterbacks participated in, then okay, I got a problem with that, Shedeur. So let's get into some of these videos, huh? Let's get into these videos. Okay, so here we go. This is last year. This was last year's draft class of quarterbacks, and the first quarterback that's up is Jalen Daniels. Let's get into it.
Draw me up your favorite pass play. I don't care what personnel, as detailed as you can be.
Got you.
And we are all true freshman quarterbacks in your quarterback room, and you are teaching it to us.
This was a big staple on our offense.
Okay.
Just based off the athletes that we had.
Was that Neighbors?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite route to throw in this one?
Yeah. This one.
That one?
Sure. For sure.
Why do you like that one?
I love when teams try to go man and try to
Hell
match
yeah.
us up.
That's right.
Gun that son of a bitch. Empty play.
Oh, sorry. Let me get back to that.
Uh,
All right. So you see the intensive breaking down coverages, breaking down route concepts. We're talking football here. And if Shedeur didn't go in there on some, let's play some, hey, break this down. Hey, show me a route concept you like and why you run it or what down you run it on. If he didn't go in these interviews prepared, and you see how Jalen Daniels was like, oh, I like this route. I like to throw this because the type of athletes we had. Like, we're talking football here. We're talking football here. Okay, we're talking about coverages. We're talking about schemes. And if he went in not prepared, I could see why people are turned off by him or was turned off. I could see why. Let's get into it. Who's this? JJ McCarthy's up next. Let's go. Give us something, JJ.
Starts and empty.
Okay, and now you're homing it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ying and then homing it.
JJ, so is this signaled to you, or do you call it in a huddle?
Huddle.
I'd change that shit and give you one simple word.
See, look at that. We're just talking football. We're just talking football. And I like this in-depth talk. JJ, was this signaled into you, or was this a play call? You know how sometimes the quarterback's got to look to the sideline and they got the boards and the different pictures up to, tell the quarterback we're running this or we're running to this side or this concept. So we're just talking football here. And if he went into these interviews and he wasn't willing to break it down like this, oh, we have a problem. We have a problem. Let's go. Let's watch some more.
I don't know how the hell you get that all that out.
It's right there.
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh loved it that way.
Hey, Jay, erase that Z and make him the F. Erase the X and make him the Z. Erase the W and make him the X. Erase the T and make him the H. Ready?
Yep.
Gun trolley right, 64 house X in. Give it back to me. Nope, don't look at it.
Oh, you want me
Give it back to me how we call it.
the whole play?
Yeah.
Gun Charlie right, house FN,
Okay, X in.
accent.
That's okay. And then if it's cover one, what do we want you to do? Probably.
Throw a touchdown.
All right, I like that answer. Okay.
Gun dog.
Look at it. Look at that. Hey, if you're a football nerd, you love to see this. If you're a football nerd, this is up our alley. Like, I can sit here and just watch Coach speak this all day long. Again, but we're going back to Shedeur Sanders, man. If you didn't come in prepared, man, and you just bombed these interviews, man, I see why you went in the 5th round. And I don't have a problem with it. I was upset at first. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I was upset at first. But again, look at what these quarterbacks got to go through. Look what they're asking them to memorize. This is just at the interview at the combine. And I think they only have like 20 minutes or 30 minutes with these guys. So they're asking them to draw up plays, depending on what coverage, why would you throw this? Why would you run? And if you went in there, and like some of the reports are reporting that you went in there and you were on a FaceTime call, come on, man. Come on, man. You're not doing yourself any favors. You didn't do yourself any favors. And you're a talented dude. Listen, I wanted the Raiders to draft you. Now, we had all kind of needs. And once we got Geno Smith, our quarterback, I knew we weren't drafting one in the first round because you don't need to. Okay? So the second round, I was like, okay, maybe you might think about it. Okay, we passed. Third round, fourth, or, and so on and so forth, right? And then when you put in the factor that, hey, man, you worked out with Tom Brady. Tom Brady know you. And he's a minority owner with the Raiders. So then I really thought, okay, we're definitely going to get him on day 3 if he's there. And they probably would have took you in the 6th round, just like Brady was took in the 6th round. And saying that, let's be real. And I loved what Max Crosby tweeted out. It's not about where you get drafted. It's about what you do. Forget where you get drafted at. It's about what you do when you get there. Okay? So now the Browns, they come back in. They traded up. Might have been an owner move to come back up into that round, into the 5th round to draft you. All right, cool. Right? Now you have an opportunity. I'm rooting for you, kid. I want you to do well. I'm rooting for you. So here you go. Here's your opportunity. I know you're going to make the best out of it. I think you can even start over Flacco, even though they even took Dylan Gabriel. In that quarterback room, hey, you will get. I guarantee you will start a game this year. Guarantee it. You're going to start a game. Quarterbacks get hurt regularly. You will start a game this year. And I hope you make the best out of your opportunity. And also, side note, talking about the Cleveland Browns. And let's be real, right? Trading back up to get him, that's business. And let me tell you what business I'm talking about. Merch. You're going to sell merch with Shedeur Sanders. You hear me? You got a guy. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of attention on him, no doubt about it. But the merch is going to go through the roof. That's a business. That draft pick right there, business. Okay? Great business, I might add. The NFL draft. Think about this with the NFL draft. People watch the third day, people tune out. Hell, sometimes the second day, people tune out. The first day, okay, first round, everybody's tuned in. People watched that draft to see where Shedeur was going to go. I watched the draft from 1 to 7, okay? I'm a nerd. Sometimes, let me tell you what I used to do back in the day. I used to take the day off from work, okay, to watch the draft. I would take the days off. You hear me? The days off to watch an NFL draft, because that's how nerdy I am into it. But anyway, so just think about, now look at the ratings. People tuned in. People tuned in the 5th round. I mean, think about that. They tuned in to watch the draft to see where Shedeur was going. NFL, hey, NFL, I see you. I don't know if the owners colluded, but I'm going to tell you what, y'all made the best out of this situation. And Shedeur, it's your turn to make the best out of this situation. All right, I'm Chris the Light Skin Raider, a.k.a. Chris the Light Skin Legend. That is it for this video, man. Like, subscribe, man, if you like the content. Hey, if you don't like it anyway. It helps out with the algorithms. Anyway, I'm signing out. Talk to y'all later. Peace.